Hello there, lovely people. Oh, look at this weather. It's mid-November. And it is glorious. Clear, sunny skies. Bit chilly, though. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. I got my balaclava on. I've got my sort of neck warmer on. Warm gloves. Long johns. I can still feel the kind of coldness through that, but it's okay. Oh, interesting. I think those things are bloody dangerous. Guy's gonna kill himself on that. Oh, strong smell of poo around here as well. Oh, never mind. All right, well, welcome. It's a Monday lunchtime delivery shift here in Sheffield in the UK, out on Deliveroo and Uber Eats. Enjoying what I imagine might be one of the last really sunny days we get for a bit, as the winter kicks in pretty soon. But I got my first order in. It's a Subway order, not going very far. About a mile to the restaurant, mile to the customer, paying about $3.50, something like that. I can't remember. It's not much, not a high-paying one, but you know, a nice little quick one to start with. Hope all is well wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I'm glad to be sort of back in Sheffield. The last video I made, I was in Chesterfield. And lovely as it is, going to these different places, I don't make a shit ton of money there just because I don't know it. And I'm taking all these rubbish orders because I think, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get anything better here. I mean, this is my job, so, you know, while it's nice to do these things for the videos, I also need to make sure I actually make money. So at least I know when I'm back in Sheffield, I know what I'm doing, where I'm going, what orders to take, what orders not to, what restaurants are slow, what orders are fast, what counts as a good order and what doesn't. So I feel a bit more on solid ground. Yesterday I was out in Rotherham. I found myself out there, not deliberately. I didn't plan to go out to Rotherham to deliver, but if anyone knows the sort of geography of this area, Sheffield and Rotherham literally are right next to each other. And I kind of found myself on an order out to Rotherham, and I kind of got a bit stuck there with other orders streaming in. So I was like, what the hell, I'll just stay here for a bit. But again, didn't make a huge amount of money just because I wasn't familiar with the layout of the city and where I was going, where I was parking. It's amazing how that kind of local knowledge matters a lot when you're trying to make money. It really does. Oh, all right, let's get off to this first one. It's a Subway. And let's go pick it up. Okay, no rush. What's that for me, buddy? Thank you so much. All right, let's go drop this off. It's not far. According to Deliveroo, it's 777 metres. Quite what Deliveroo do everything in metres and kilometres rather than... Actually, do everything in metres rather than miles. I'm not sure it's designed to deliberately bamboozle UK users. It's a bizarre system. There seems to be no option in the settings to change it. All right, so we're not going far. I think this is just going to like a student residence. Just up the road. It shouldn't take long. All right, here we go. These are pretty nice residences, actually, for the students. Okay, I'm supposed to leave this in a safe place. I don't actually know where this apartment block is. Because, yeah, she says leave it at her door, but this is a block of apartments. What if I leave it outside here? Anyone could walk past and steal it. All right, she says yes. All right, I'll leave it out here. All right, well, I hope it doesn't get stolen. Probably not. You never know. All right, I've got another order coming just immediately from the co-op. It seems to be another student order. Looks like I'll be going away and coming back to this student residence almost immediately. Like a £4 order, I think, but again, not far to go. All right. Let's go to this next one. Again, should be a nice quick one, I think. I had someone in the comments ask the question about which app, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, etc., is best for hiding your identity. Because he was, or she, I don't know, was saying that they're doing this as a side hustle, and they didn't want to sort of be recognised by their colleagues when they're out delivering, which I can, totally understand and sympathise with. When I was doing it as a side hustle, it was always a bit weird when you would suddenly deliver to someone you kind of knew, like a neighbour or a colleague or something like that. It did happen to me a couple of times where I'd suddenly turn up at someone's house and it would be someone I knew. I mean, sometimes I could see their name in advance on the app. Sometimes if they, it was their husband, boyfriend or whatever who ordered it, but then my colleague opened up. It was always a bit weird. I mean, I never particularly kept this secret, but I didn't really go shouting about the fact that I did this either. And I think they were just always a bit shocked because I was a manager at the university, so it's quite a high sort of level, high grade job, and so I'd often have a door open to me by someone whose grade or level was considerably lower than mine, and they're like, and you can see them thinking, what the hell is he doing this for? And sometimes I would just sort of mumble that, it's just something I do as a bit of a hobby and stuff, which was partially true. I was doing it really as a way of learning how to ride the moped and just, doing something a bit different. But it was also earning extra cash. I needed extra money. And it was a little bit embarrassing to kind of have to admit that. Bit of a sign of failure, I think. Like, I wish I'd had the balls not to feel that embarrassment, because there's nothing to be embarrassed about. There's no... And deep down is that feeling, this isn't a job you should be doing. It's a demeaning job, and at some point you do have to understand that no job is demeaning. Only you can demean a job by the way you treat it, or behave about it, or regard it, or try to hide it from people. Every job has value if it's earning your cash, putting food on the table, roof over your head. But I think we've been conditioned a bit to think certain jobs matter more, or Hi there, have you got 3223? 3223. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Is that just the one, yeah? Thank you. All right, let's go off. Yeah, we're going back to the student residences to deliver. I do like delivering to students. Always generally polite. Most importantly, don't bitch and moan when you ask for them to show you their ID. It's ridiculous how many people get upset about that. Yeah, I know you're 63 or whatever. There's nothing I can do about this. Stop telling me your age. All this, look at me, I'm 48. I served in World War II. Yeah, I get it. Given the choice, I don't want to see your ID, but we got to do it for the job. And of course, what makes it so much better is you sitting there moaning about it and getting annoyed with me, stretching this thing out unnecessarily, when it does tell you in the app you're supposed to have your ID with you. Where am I looking? Hi there, is it Clara? Yes. Cheers. There you go, there's your 27. Thank you so much. Have you got it, Sevy? Cheers. All right, it didn't take long. Got another order straight in from the Subway I went to a couple of orders ago. Again, not a super far one. It's just like a £4 order. I'm liking all this, just nipping around, doing these short orders. Keeps the brain busy. $2987, is that it? Yeah, thank you so much. All right, let's get off to this again. Only a couple of miles to the customer. Nice quick £4. So yeah, I think I've gone from being slightly embarrassed at times that I'm doing this job, or at least not shouting it from the rooftops, to actually being quite proud of it. I think sometimes it comes down to sort of the fear that your kids are going to be embarrassed by you or something. What the doing, mate? You idiot. Idiot. It's a problem on this new bike. I can't ever find the horn quickly enough for it to be relevant. Jesus. Again, actually, I was going to apologise for my swearing. I'm not going to apologise for the swearing. I swear a lot. I know I swear a lot. I'm not particularly proud, but I'm not particularly ashamed that I swear. I do kind of bleep it out just because YouTube don't seem to like it very much. But honestly, I think I'll probably just leave it in and unbleep it, because I think it's just, it's a lot of work, actually. When you make these videos, I suppose, you try to make a slightly curated version of yourself. Especially when you edit it, you're like, it doesn't make me look very good, so I think I'll cut that out. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it all in and now. How are we going? Oh, I think I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. This guy orders a lot of takeaway. Especially Subway. Again, no criticism. Keeps me in pocket money. Hi there you go. 51, thank you so much. Have a great day. All right. It's very quick. And now I've got another Morrison's order come through. These are all on Deliveroo. A £6 order. A couple of miles to the supermarket. A couple of miles to the customer. So 4 miles, £6. That ain't too bad. Yeah, it is weird with kind of YouTube. Because when I started doing this, I was just like, I'm just doing it for a bit of fun. I'd sit, because I've watched other people making these kind of videos. I thought, I could do that. Be interesting to do it. Record what I'm doing, stick it on YouTube. Didn't really have much thought for the purpose, other than just to sort of learn a bit about video editing, and just as a way of sort of documenting what I'm doing. Then as soon as you start getting kind of a few views, and and especially when I got to reach that kind of monetization standard, just suddenly like, I better try and start making videos that people actually like. Which is fatal. It's fatal when that happens, because then you're just basically just trying to sort of go back and find all the things that people liked that you did and just reproduce that, which I know is not a bad thing, but it does mean you stop really doing anything really interesting, and you just regurgitate stuff that you've done before. Or you look at other people making similar videos and go, oh wow, that seemed quite popular, I'll do that. So I've tried to avoid looking at other people's videos as much as possible, because I think it would just make me want to copy what they're doing. You got to sort of work out what's comfortable for you, and what is an honest representation of what you do. Yeah, because I think there was a time when I kept thinking, well, I need to, there needs to be incidents, interesting things need to happen on these delivery shifts. But the reality is, not that much interesting happens unless you kind of make it up and, ultimately pretend something is a lot more exciting, dangerous. All right, we're coming back up to Morrison's. It's right near the Subway we were at before. See, this is the reality of most delivery shifts. Just tooting around the same 3 or 4 shops again and again and again. Oh, sorry, mate. Got 9700. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Sorry, mate. I'm on your way. Try to get in there to keep out of the way of it. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Okay, let me just move just out of the way so I'm not bothering you. Do you want that? Is it those two? Yeah. If you just pop them down, 'cause I've got to scan them. So. Cheers, mate. All right, let's get off to this. Just under 3 miles. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I find watching sort of YouTube these days exasperating and frustrating just because every title and headline is designed to slightly mislead you. And yet, of course, however many times you're tricked, however many times the reality of the video does not reflect the title, you know, you still go back to them. You still keep going back going, well, maybe this one will be honest and truthful. And then you go back, you're like, nah, it's not. I think I'd much prefer to watch someone doing something dull and honest than try to sort of seduce me into thinking it's something it's not. That said, you'll be absolutely shocked at what happened yesterday on my... No, nothing happened. Really nothing. I was in Rotherham. I did some deliveries. I got lost several times. I'm not even sure it was worth videoing. I think I did video it. And I just thought, my God, this is quite tedious. Oh, you get a nice little autumnal drive in the countryside. That's not bad, is it, eh? Getting fed up of everyone saying how awful the UK is. Look at this. Look at this. All right, I know it's not going to make up for the cost of living crisis, but sometimes you do need to take a step back and just say, actually, life isn't that bad. And the UK isn't that bad either. It's a damn fine place to live. Yeah, trust me, I know. My adult life has been almost equally split between living abroad and living in the UK. I spent the first 17 years of my adult life pretty much abroad. And then I spent the last 16, 17 here in the UK. So, good point of comparison. Trust me, there's a lot to be thankful for here in the UK. Oh, we are going into the countryside, and it's quite nice. I quite like this area. I come out here quite frequently. Very posh. Hello, how are you? Oh, let's give us 1 second. There's your first one. Let's wait for the second one. There's your second one. 90. Thank you so much. Have a great day. All right, mate. I would say on average about 15 to 20 quid an hour. Yeah. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. You can go out any time of day. Yeah, about 3 or 4. You can do 3 or 4 an hour. Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Oi. Wasn't expecting to see a car on this road. That's the thing, I get so angry with other drivers at times. So annoyed with them, and then I'm a bloody awful driver myself at times. Just got to take a beat, take a breath, recognise the fact that we are all imperfect. And not lose your shit every 2 minutes. It's hard though. Alright, as we mosey back into Sheffield, got another order in, this time from Uber Eats. It's all been deliveroo today, but it's not some Uber Eats, £4 order from Sainsbury's. It's getting about 3 miles or so. I just have to accept the fact that Uber Eats orders are generally just shite. And most of the time, at best, you're getting, £1.50 for a mile is probably the best you can hope for. You're never going to really get the sort of £2 for 1 mile orders with them. but sometimes in the absence of anything else, you just take them. I try not to take orders which are £1 for 1 mile or even less, as Uber seem to think we are willing to do. Judging by the amount of times they throw those orders at me. And it's weird, sometimes, you know, you'll get an order, it'll be like £10 for 11 miles, and you think, oh, I'm not taking that, and you reject it. And then, you know, 2 minutes later, it comes back up, and you think, oh, well, it's the same order, they've probably, you know, not got anyone to take it, so they've, you know, made it more attractive. Often it's less attractive, so suddenly it's like, you know, even less money for the same mileage. I'm not sure what the rationale is there. I don't know if the algorithm's just screwed up. Pretty sure that was a delivery driver causing that near miss. There's a kind of tiny little part of me, every time I hear a sort of a beep or a horn or an obvious problem between two cars, there's a little part of me that says, I hope it's not a delivery driver, because we, you know, are perpetually involved in near misses and near crashes. Oh, I just put the heated grips on because it was really getting quite cold on the fingers. I think I talked about it in a previous video, but Jesus Christ, I cannot tell you how good heated grips are on a motorbike. The hands are easily the thing that gets the coldest when you're driving around. You can kind of protect almost everything else, legs, the feet, etc. But it's so difficult to keep your hands warm. Largely because you do have to kind of keep taking your gloves off to manage your orders. And you can't really wear super thick gloves either, because this, you know, you do need to interact with the phone. It's really difficult with these massive, thick sort of winter driving gloves on. So you've got to wear pretty thin gloves, and it does mean your hands get absolutely freezing when it gets really cold. And for a while I had these like heated gloves, but they were bulky, and I kept forgetting to charge them because they had like little batteries inside them. You have to constantly sort of charge them. And they didn't keep your hands that warm either. It was sort of warmish would be the best way to describe them. But these heated grips, man, at the highest setting, they are warm. I mean hot. I mean, I'm going to use the word hot. Bloody hot. If you don't take your hands off and you keep your hands on there for a bit, you know, almost sort of hot to the touch. It's absolutely lovely. Oh, it's beautiful. Feel the sun on your face. Heated hands, sun on your face. Oh, it's lovely. Absolutely lovely. I feel like I'm on the beach in Benidorm. Ooh, this is a big one. 54 items. Jesus. I'm going to split this one in two. Hi there. Jesus Maria. Yeah. Okay. To be honest, I could get all of them in, even one of those, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We've got 2 bags, so we'll see if we can split them up between them. All right, I'll take this first one then. Oh, shite. Goodness gracious me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, 54 items. I'm doing about 26 of them. It's still bloody heavy. But yeah, not far to go. It's only like... Oh! All right, mate. Wonder if he's his driver doing the other half. Man, that's a restaurant, new restaurant called Meat. I feel that could be very much up my Strasse. Oh man, that's heavy. This is heavy. Is it up this road? Ah, here we go. Up here. Up this road. Okay. It's very sweeping. Oh man, I should have brought the bike with me. I feel. All right, mate. Oh. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a guy. I think there's another guy coming in a car with this. Where do you want it? Do you want it here? Are you sure? Okay. Give us a moment. Yeah, I think the other guy was right behind me, so it shouldn't be long. Oh.
They give you a coat as well as the bag.
Well, they give it for free. Yeah, they do give it for free. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, I would have driven up. I didn't realise it was a long driveway. Right, who wants that one? There's one more to come. Oh, that's that one's heavy. Be careful. Have you got it? Cheers. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. Up there. Up here. All right, I got another £6 order from a burger place not far from here. Let's go pick that up. I've probably made, I don't know, £24 or so. Maybe a bit more than that. An hour and a half. It's okay. Cheers, buddy. All right, let's go off to this one. Yeah, it's gone about 3 miles, but paying about £6, so it's not too bad. Been trying to coin the phrase "deliver screwed" for when you get royally turned over by Deliveroo with their vague information they give you about an order. I mean, I've got a lot of good things to say about Deliveroo. I think generally the fees they pay are a lot better than Uber Eats. But they're also pretty deceptive in the way that they let you know about their orders, in that they won't tell you how far the order is exactly, how far to the restaurant and then how far to the customer. All they do is they just give you a heavily zoomed out map to look at, and you then have to, in real time, and obviously sometimes you're driving when you're doing this, try and have a look and see what the distance is. And then also they give you the distances in meters, which is bizarre. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's just me. Does everyone else get their distance in meters on the Deliveroo app? It's ridiculous. So you could be like, it's 10,000 meters to the customer. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. And it's only when you go into Google Maps you work out, oh, okay, that's 7 miles or 6 miles or something. I mean, you're always kind of pleasantly surprised because obviously the meters number is always bigger than the miles number. But I don't understand why they just can't give it to you in miles. I mean, that can't be complicated, just as the distance can't be complicated as well. But I think it suits their purpose to have a certain ambiguity, and people will accept orders not fully knowing how far it is, and it's only later that you work it out. And there is that kind of sunk cost thing where you're like, I've taken it now, so I just might as well get on with it. So yeah, we've all been deliver screwed at some point. I'm not sure what the equivalent on Uber Eats would be. Although Uber Eats are a bit better at giving you the information in advance. Uber defeated. Uber beaten. Uber cheats. Maybe Uber cheats would be pretty good. Of course, the other thing the Deliveroo do, which or don't do, which Uber Eats does do, is like if you're going to a supermarket order, or indeed any order, with Uber Eats you can actually see in advance when you take the order what's in the order. So you can scroll down and look at the order, see how many items are in it, see what kinds of items are in it, are there drinks in it, is it a massive supermarket order which you couldn't fit on your bike. Deliveroo don't let you do that. You can only see the order when you get to the place. But of course, by that point, it's kind of too late. Again, you're committed. And I think Deliveroo like to make you get there and then just like, you're already there. You might as well take it. Naughty, naughty Deliveroo. Naughty, naughty. I'm claiming those. Deliver screwed and Uber cheated. I mean, I think Uber Eats really, they do give you all the information at least. But also what they give you is crappy order after crappy order, and in the end they just sort of wear you down and you're like, okay, I'm going to take one of these damn orders. I got to do something, particularly if you're not getting anything from Deliveroo and it's just like 10 miles for £9, 4 miles for £3. And you're like, all right, I'll take one of these. That's when you've been Uber cheated. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. I'm not sure that means very much. Feels like the kind of thing that people thought was a lot more profound in theory than it was in practice. I'm not sure that means anything. All right, mate. There you go. 1-7. Thank you so much. Have a great day. All right, that one's done, and I think I'm gonna call an end to this shift. I will be going out later this evening. I did go out this morning as well. I like to do sort of 3 distinct shifts in a day, sort of an early morning one, afternoon one, and then something a bit later in the evening. With my aging frame, it's good to take regular breaks. Yeah, it's been nice. Pleasant weather. Nothing exciting happened. I appreciate that. We could file this one under the business as usual category. That's not a bad thing, is it, eh? He says, trying to convince you that the reason you should watch this is because nothing particularly exciting or interesting happened. Are you convinced? Probably not. But anyhow, thank you for spending some time with me today. I'm always kind of mystified why at times, but delighted when you do. But wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time of the week it is, whatever time of the day it is, I hope you have a damn fine one. And I'll see you later. And hopefully, see you soon.